We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Ready, break! Ready! 19, Tiger! 19, Tiger! Check go!
Up the middle, Achane. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard
line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to get them out to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
What is going on?
They'll run with the Rutgers man, Kyle Monungai. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Working out of the gun, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Misdirection's the key on this play. They line up with 3 receivers to the opposite side of the tight end, and they're all going to work their way across the field and let the tight end slip underneath against flow the other way. They're banking that he can get lost, and that's exactly what happened as they pick up a first down.
They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Williams. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 15.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Chop alert! Check, Panther! Check! Bronco switch! Low! Ring! Smash! Ready?
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Unlock line! Reload! Alert!
Again, it's Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hawk 70!
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Trying to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
What is up?
Throwing is Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Set. Cougar 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Go, Shaq. Liking 18.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
There's a short one caught by Loveland. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This 2nd and 4.
Ready to up.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. Oh, wide open, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
What is... Alone.
Here's Williams. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At at their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To throw, it's Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Oh, he's got him wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, he shifts past him. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Chicago! DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Dolphins nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless.